are called inoculating loops. Okay, this is what you're going to inoculate and transfer from. So, and this is just practice water. They're not labeled or any of that, so there's just water in all of these. Okay, so let's put the best here. First part. All right, just, in general, fire is one of the ways to sterilize. So everything in this field is a sterile field, okay? And the objective is, whenever you're doing anything, you're keeping it around here. So all the hair is pulled back. There's not a lot of talking, and really you don't want to have a lot of activity when someone's transferring. So if you're working in pairs, or one person is, actually doing the transfer, the other one should be quiet and, not interfering in any way. You want to keep this area really as sterile as possible. Okay, so I'll just do it one at a time. Okay, so this is the inoculating loop. You have to sterilize this first, always. All right, so you don't sterilize the handle, but like from here, and then you go out to the loop. And you keep the loop in the flame until it gets like this. All right, so now you know that it's pretty close to being sterile. And you keep it near the flame. All right, so you keep it always near the flame. Then you're going to take the cap off, right, and keep it near the flame. You're not talking or any of that while this is happening. When you let this cool a bit, keeping it near the flame. When you go in to take out your inoculum, make sure this cools. If you hear a sss, you didn't cool it enough. All right. So when you go in, you're just taking some out, you're flaming that, and you're putting the top back on. Okay. So again, what I wanted to make sure was that you cool this, but I don't think I flamed this first. All right, let me do that again. All right, so you did this, right? This is sterile. With your pinky, you take off the cap. You flame it like that, the neck. And this is cool now, so you go in, you take out inoculum, you flame it again, and you put the cap on. Okay, so that's taking it out of tube A. You keep this near the flame. Now I'm transferring to this one. Take the cap off, flame it, you enter it in. You might have to flick it a bit to get it out. Do it again. Okay, that's pretty much. Then you flame this again, sterilize it. Now you're finished with it. Right. So this never goes on the counter, and you're always holding the cap in your pinky, and you transfer one to one. Right. When it comes to the slant, there's no slant.
What's that called?
Is there a slant?
Was that broth to broth?
What, this?
Yeah,
What
this
she
was
did.
broth to broth.
Broth to
Broth
broth.
is just another name for nutrient, the fluid, liquid with the nutrients, so they call it a broth. This is now the agar slant. Right, so again, if you wanted to take it from here to what you might be doing this afternoon. All right, so again, you sterilize it. You take the cap up here, go in, you can see it. And you just want it, now this is, with the slant, you don't gouge, you don't dig in, you just have to touch it, and that's enough. Enough of it will come off, all right? So don't gouge or stick it in. And then you just take, the liquid that you're going into. Okay. Any questions?
Do you ever do agar to agar?
Yes. Yeah, you could do it that way too. I don't have any, for today we're not doing agar to agar. Also, another thing which we'll have to learn how to do is go to working with plates. Petri dishes, and with that, and we'll do that in a week or two. The thing there is that you don't lift the plate, you don't take the top of the plate off the lid. You don't take it off and wave it around. You just lift it a little bit. You always want, you know, you want it as covered as possible, and you just take out what you need and then put the lid back on. So we'll go through the lid activity with the Petri dishes, Petri plates. All right, any questions on the, you all got it, right? I'm coming around.